So hi everyone, welcome to Love Talk. So I am Jinky and I'm here with my co-host Jillian and our guest for today, Mr. David. So how are you both doing today?
I am fine, JT. Thank you for asking me that. How about you, Mr. Lariego?
I'm doing fine also. Thank you for having me in this podcast. I'm looking forward to our conversation for today.
And that's good to hear, Mr. Lair and Mr. Lair, Brother David. So in Love Talks, we are talking about love. Love is either physical interaction or something. Also, we are topic for today is dating app or social interaction in dating. So, Mr. David, what are your opinions in dating apps like that?
For me, dating apps have a disadvantage and also have a positive side. But we will go on the disadvantage, which is the disadvantage of having a online relationship is that you don't know who are you talking with, or sometimes they
They do identity theft,
yes,
something
they
like
do
that.
identity theft.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know who who they really is in
They
their
really are.
in
Yes.
their personal life.
Yeah, so you're talking about the disadvantages of online dating. So how are you now? What are your opinions on that, Julie?
I agree with his opinion and disadvantages of dating because it is true today that there might be identity theft
Yes.
in social media. So yeah,
Yeah, so if you're talking, you're both agreeing in what I say disadvantages. So there are some reasons that there are some things that the online dating have a advantages.
Yes. So the advantages for me for the having a online relationship is that you can save time. But I will give a scenario, which is the while you're working, you can use a device to communicate with your loved ones, and also that is my opinion.
Yeah, so it's really very handful to have a phone for these days, and yeah, we have the modern technology for now, so that's why dating in online is very convenient, and I agree with that. Yeah, so what about you?
I have a question for you, Mr. David. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I have a girlfriend now.
Can you explain your current situation with your girlfriend right now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. So we also have a
Misunderstandings.
misunderstanding also sometimes. Um, we uh, we argue for
A lot.
we argue sometimes because we didn't understand each other,
Yeah,
but
for
we
different
we communicate to understand, not to communicate to argue.
Okay. That's why communication is very
Yes.
crucial in
I agree.
relationships. Yeah. But there are times that communication is not enough, right?
Yes.
So, in my case, in my opinion, also, relationship needs a very good comprehension because the one is, for example, you are talking with one another as the girl is communicating, then how about the boy? Did he comprehend well what the girl is talking? That's why sometimes both strategies or techniques needs to be used to make it work, like, right? So in your relationship, do you have something like a big problem that was almost broke you down or almost destroyed your relationship?
I thank God, but we didn't have a big um,
Big misunderstanding
yes,
or
yes.
big a problem. So,
Only a minimal. Because
yeah, that's very good. So, what is your question, Julie? Another question.
Since we're talking about online dating, are you in a long distance relationship with your girlfriend? Because mostly
it's a very
nowadays, online dating connects with long distance relationships of two couples.
Are you both far
no,
away?
Yes.
we are both long distance relationship, but not. But we
Not-
always see each other.
Yeah.
But you
so-
make effort to see her.
Yes, also I always save my
time,
my
energy.
no, my money
Okay.
in school so that I can
I can see your concealer.
yeah, I
You
can see
consider.
here and I can also pay for the transportation.
Okay. So
That's a lot of effort.
yeah, it's a very lot of
No,
effort.
for me
Yes.
it's not because my girlfriend used to always want to see me. Right?
So she really wants the quality time.
Yeah, yeah. She always made a big effort for me.
Oh.
Even if I make effort, but for me it's not really enough of what he is doing. Oh, what she is doing.
So you're telling about the bare minimum. So
Yes.
that is the very bare minimum, right? That's how you treat a human being, and that's a relationship. So tell me, how on a for like, diba, before we date, you need to court her. So how many months you court her or something like that?
We have a funny moments in our relationship because we didn't go to the courtship, which is
Oh.
it was a love at first sight for me.
Yeah, so your love at first sight is very nice to hear, but in cases, did you know each other slowly?
We didn't know really each other because we have our relationship at the social social media, yes.
But
That's why.
yeah.
So you just see her on Facebook
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
any
yes.
other dating
Then
app?
after that, we have a misunderstanding, which is that's why that is our what we call that. That is our way. That's why we now have a relationship.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, dating people is a very important matter. In my case, in love talks, dating is like you're knowing a piece of you, another piece of you, right? Then
It's like completing you as a whole.
a whole person. So, in your case, Mr. David, it was a life first sight. But I really did know that you did know each other. Yeah,
Yeah, after that,
you talk it out.
after we met,
Uh,
and after we got into a relationship,
you're still knowing each
and
other.
that we always see each other.
Then you're still knowing each other
Yes,
slowly.
yes.
Yeah, in that part, relationship is slowly getting to know each other. So before you date or you're still in dating process, and before in marriage, guys, if you're dating for marriage. And dating is getting to know each other. So, guys, my advice to you in this podcast. So, in relationship, it is crucial to slowly know the person you are getting married to, something like that. And that is our topic for today in Love Talk. So
So that is all for today, and we're hoping
to talk with Mr. David more.
Yes.
So,
But we
Sorry.
unfortunately don't have time now.
yeah,
So,
that's very. So,
thank you for having me also in this podcast. I really appreciate it.
thank you
Thank
too.
you for
Really
accepting our
appreciate
request.
it. Yeah. So that is all. The moral of the story is
You must get to know
each other.
your other half before you get into a relationship or marriage.
And also be serious in your relationship because
And also, if you're got into a social relationship, visit the social media. It is okay, but also you need to know her better so that before you got into a relationship.
yeah, the good point. So that's all for today. So we are already talk about the social dating and about we already broadened our conversation, and that's a very good conversation. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you. Love talks. Ciao.